right, so discount. I think we know discount. We all went shopping, or we know about Black Friday, or something was on the news. And then markup, you may not know so much. But discount, if you don't know what that is, it's the sale price or the price, like the dollar amount taken off the original price. And sometimes it's called a markdown. Okay? So that's the discount. I think everyone knows about discounts. And markup, you may not know as much about, but that's the dollar amount added to the cost by the store, so they can make a profit. Okay? So like they buy, I don't know, a movie, like a DVD for $1, and then they sell it to you for $10, right? That's the markup. So their profit would be $9, right? You guys all know stores do that, right? Yeah. Most retail markup is 50%. Okay, so if they buy it for $5, they're going to sell it to you for $10. That's most retail. Okay. Crazy expensive retail though, like Coach purses or something like that, their markup is probably like 300%. Okay. Yes.
Even the Black Friday stuff is actually cheap material. You can get cheaply made.
Probably. So anyway, have you heard this before though? Markup, that retailers mark prices up. Okay, well that's how they make their money, right? Okay. So that whenever you read a problem and it says the store has a markup, now you know what it is. Okay. But we're only going to deal with discount just for sake of time, and we're only going to quiz you on discount, test you on discount, not on markup. Okay. But I did want you to know about markup because it'll come up again. So let's just look at an example of discount now. So let's say you go to get a shirt and it's $22, but it's on sale 25% off. Okay? All right. So this is pretty simple stuff. If it's 25% off, to figure out like how much you're going to get taken off of your price, right? To figure out your discount, you just multiply by 0.25. Okay, and you should get $5.50. So is that what you pay for your shirt? Do you pay $5.50? No. How do you figure out what you pay for your shirt? You can say it. Subtract, right? Everybody knows this? Good. So you would subtract to get the cost. Okay, and I'm not putting tax or anything on here right now. We'll do that later. But let's just say there was no tax that day. So you would subtract and you would say, okay, it is $16.50. Pretty easy, right? Multiply by the decimal again. We're not really changing that around. And then subtract. Yes?
I thought it was 22 subtracted by 0.25.
No. You have to get the dollar amount first and then subtract. So the 0.25 is the percent off, and then you get that, it's $5.50, and then subtract. Is there a faster way? Yes, of course there is. Some people do it this way, so they don't have to subtract. I mean, you still are kind of subtracting, but if you think of it like this, you could say, well, everything starts with 100%. If you take 25% off of that, now it's 75%. Okay, this is the shortcut way. So you just multiply that 22 by 0.75, and that gives you your total right away. Then you don't have to do the second subtraction step. So if you're one of those people who thinks backwards, this would be your way of doing this, right? So instead of taking 25% off, just realize that it's 75% of the total, and then you don't have to subtract. But either way is fine. Doesn't matter which way you want to do this. Most people do the first way, and then there's the few of us that are different kind of folk, and we do the second way, right? A little bit faster in the calculator. Any questions on discount? Have you guys all had a chance to go to the store and like see a discount? Like you see them, like normally they put a sign above the clothes rack or something, they'll say like everything's 20% off or everything's 40% off. Okay. A lot of you guys, if it's like 10%, you're good about doing that in your head, or even like 25 or 50, you're really good. It's just half. But if it's something like 30% off, you could just quickly multiply in your calculator. If you want to know the total, instead of multiplying by 0.3, multiply by 0.7. It'll give you your total. 70%. Okay? So I think we're good at that. We're good at shopping, right? Or your mom goes for you. All right, you ready for the next page? Mostly? Okay. So the last little bit here, example 2. There's just 3 examples, okay? So example 2 is a cell phone. I think you know about cell phones, right? There was a lot of cell phone Black Friday deals. I don't know if they were actually deals. They just looked like deals. But $250 cell phone, let's say, and it's on sale 30% off. How do you want to tackle this? Do you want to do times 0.3 or do you want to do times 0.7? Up to you. It's up to you. But if you do times 0.3 and then you subtract, you should get something like this. Oh, by the way, there's tax. Forgot about that. Okay? So there's definitely going to be tax, of course, right? It's a cell phone. So you could do this. You could say, okay, well, 250 times 0.3 will give me $75, right? That's a third. And then I have to subtract that from the 250, right? The cell phone's $250. I have to subtract the $75. So now it's $175, but I have to add the tax into that now. So tax is like you would do at the very last step, right? So if I subtract the 75, I get 175, and then 7% tax. Shortcut is put the 1 in front, 1.07. So you should get 187.25. Okay? So that makes sense. You know, it's 30% off, and then there's a little bit of tax. So it's not going to be like, you shouldn't get a number like it's $400, you know, when the original was $250. But every year I get these answers on quizzes and tests that are like these huge numbers bigger than the original price, which is weird. Because I'm like, it's on sale. It should be less, right? So just always go back and check. Does that number make sense compared to the original amount? Okay, the shortcut is to multiply by 0.7 because 100% minus the 30% is 70. So if you do the shortcut, you can do times 0.7 times 1.07 and get it all done in one quick calculation, and you should get the same answer. Okay? But you just have to remember to change your percentage, all right? So instead of multiplying by 0.3, you're multiplying by 0.7. Who likes the first way? Like find it, subtract it, multiply it. Who likes the second way? Okay, we'll see what you guys end up doing. I don't care how you do it as long as you show your work of what you did. Okay? So you show your work, this is what I put in my calculator, and then you should get the same answer. Yes?
Does it tell you the tax or how do you...
Yeah, it'll tell you what the tax is. Yeah. There's problems in 8th grade where you'll work backwards and it'll give you like a total and you have to find the tax, which means you're just dividing instead of multiplying, but we're not going to do those. We're going to keep it simple. Okay? All right, the last one is a markup kind of problem. I just want to show you the difference. So let's just say a store has a markup, it's 40%. So they buy stuff, they mark it up 40%, and then you pay that. Okay? So they have a shirt, and wholesale just means like what they bought it for. They bought it from a big factory for $10. So far, so good? Follow along? So they're going to mark that $10 up 40%. Can anyone do that in their head? What's 40% of 10? What is it?
$4.
Okay, so then what's 10 plus 4?
14.
Good. So basically, everyone that wasn't with you, this is what you do. Times it by 0.4, you get $4, right? 10%, or sorry, 40% of 10 is 4, right? Everyone knows that? Then you add them together. Okay? The shortcut is here as well. You could just multiply by 1.4 and you'd get it. Okay? So markup just means it's going to cost more. I don't believe I put that on the quiz or the test though. So that's good news. Just discount. But you know, discount, subtracting, markups, adding. That's the only difference, right? Can we handle it? I think so. I think so. A little bit. Okay, so I want you guys to try a couple before we end the notes. The official last notes of 2015. So I want you to try that, and I want like the total of this. So you have a $64 jacket. It's like super sweet, right? Some leather, cool jacket. And it's 20%, it's on sale, 20% off. No tax. Just give me the total. Okay? You can use the shortcut 1.2, right?
End of the year.
2. Anyone get it yet? Hopefully your number is less than 64. Whoops. I want like the total, like what's it going to be? So it's basically like the $64 minus the 20% off, right? Okay, so raise your hand if you think you know. Okay, Seja, what do you think it is? Did anyone else get $51.20? Yeah, it's pretty simple, right? So it's just the 64 times the 0.2, which is like what? 1280 or something, and then subtract. Okay? So you should get $51. You get 51.2, but $51.20. Yes.
So like after you get 12.8, what do you mean subtract?
From 64.
So like 64.
Minus, just like the examples, right? You can do it the shortcut way, but most people will do it this way. All right, try one more. This is the last one. Okay, so let's say you buy a card. I don't know, maybe it's a baseball card or something. For $7.50. And then it's on sale 20% off. And then there's tax. Okay? See if you can figure that out. You might want to do that in 3 steps just to make sure you're doing it right. So remember, tax is what you do at the very end, right? This might take you a little bit longer, right? You got to figure out the 20% off part, subtract, then multiply by the tax. You can use the shortcut, the 1.0575 shortcut. Just like raise your hand if you think you know. That's fast. So you were doing this in your calculator this time instead of writing it out?
Last time I did it in my
Oh,
calculator.
okay. So 2 people have it. Give you another 30 seconds. You'll get it. Should be less than 750, I hope, right? Your answer? Okay, so who else has it now? A few more people? Put your hand. Oh, good. Lots of you. Okay, Jason, what do you think?
I got $6.38.
And 30 what? 34? So when I did it, did you guys get 6.345?
Yeah.
So I just rounded up $6.35.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you get in the calculator is 6.345. So make that $6.35. Okay. So basically, the 7.5 times 0.2 is not $1.50. So you take that off, right? So now it's $6. and then you take the 6 and you multiply it by 1.0575. Did you do that? Hopefully. Yes?
Could you write it out?
Sure. Yeah, so you take the 7.5 times 0.2. Okay? That gives you 1.5. So 7.5 minus 1.5 is $6, right? Then you multiply that times 1.0575. Okay?
This calculator's broken.
Yeah, some of these calculators are a little off. Alright, I think, yep, that's officially it. So the practice we're going to do is not in the book, it's actually on a piece of paper. Okay?